Yeah, we actually like a lot of the podcast guys out there. I mean, the One Piece podcast guys are fantastic. The Fairy Tale podcast guys are really enthusiastic and awesome. So we have a good relationship with a lot of different podcasts out there. We like them, and they do some great work out there.
Welcome to Fairy Tale.
ちょっと汚れたスーツケースを持って何も知らずに空から降りた地図の向こうここに山上夢見た憧れの場所 Yeah 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 The Rock City Boy Yeah 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 The Rock City Boy
I am Natsu Dragneel.
I'm Grey Bobaster.
I am Elfman.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Charle.
I'm Loke.
I'm Happy.
I'm Mira.
I'm Erza.
I'm Wendy.
We are Fairy Tale. We don't live like we have already. Oh, God damn it.
Yes.
My magic arc of time manipulates my wedgie.
I'm Naruto. Wait, shit.
Aha! I suddenly see the fail in this plan.
I'm always needing someone.
Well, I can do that for you.
Like a good neighbor, Moo Moo is there. And can I get a ham sandwich?
I want a sandwich.
I wanna believe a thing on me, make recently it's like this is me. Pretty please, I'm hurting the people, ecstasy with exegees. Rhyme and rhino, sound like Rhino. Won't snake up with a blackjack slide on when I stay home. You stay ahead, now you stay to coke, I nailed it.
So hello and welcome to episode 33 of the Fairy Tale Podcast. Got a good show for you today. We got some more con updates. Got an episode of the anime to run through real quick. Also, we have some more interesting information to go through with Charle's Magical Education, cooking with Elfman, bartending with Loki, and finally we get to wrap all of that up with Reedus Gallery. Then we're going to read some fan mail, and then move on to the manga recap, which it was kind of an interesting manga chapter this week. So they finally started playing the magic games, and we get to find out what hidden is. So finally, yay, we get answers. So but that all having been said, we're going to move on to Charle, who has our con updates.
Okay, so on this segment of Con Updates, we have NakaCon, February 10th through the 12th at Overland Park Convention Center in Overland Park, Kansas, and Colin Klinkenbeard will be appearing. Then there is Mini A-Con, February 18th at Denton Public Library North Branch in Denton, Texas, and Jeremy Lay will be there. Then there is MegaCon, February 17th through the 19th in Orlando, Florida. Todd Habercorn and Chris Sabat will be appearing. Then we have KawaiiCon, March 16th through the 18th at the Hawaii Convention Center in Honolulu, Hawaii, and Chris Sabat will be there. Then there is ShotoCon, which is March 16th through the 18th at Lansing Convention Center in Lansing, Michigan, and we will have Todd appearing. Then there is Konnichiwa, March 23rd through the 25th at the Holiday Inn Palo Verde in Tucson, Arizona, and Monica Rial and Colleen Klinkenbeard will be there. And last is MizumiCon at Our Lady of the Lake University in San Antonio, Texas, and Todd Habercorn will be appearing. And that wraps it up for con updates.
Alrighty, and that takes care of all the news that we have for this week. And we will be moving on to the anime recap. Alright, so this week's episode is episode 56, and it starts off with Natsu getting telepathic message from the oldest of the Trimans. I can't remember his name right now. Is it Hibiki? Is that his name?
Yeah,
I know
no.
Eve is the youngest. Okay.
It's Hibiki, Red, and Eve.
And so he's getting like a telepathic message from this guy, and he uploads a map into Natsu's mind so he can get back to them and Erza. And it's really funny because he's like, oh my god, I suddenly know where to go. Like, he says there's like some apple or something went off in his head and now he knows how to get to the place he's supposed to be getting to. It's really weird. Gray is still fighting against Racer, and it's become a fight on motorbikes. Oh, card games on motorcycles, apparently.
You mean he's fighting Speed Racer?
Yeah, exactly. He ends up teaming up with Leon, who's also riding alongside him on the bike now, and they both try to fight him, and they, as usual with these two, they end up stripping through the fight, because that's just, normal.
I thought it was pretty normal.
Yeah, it's pretty normal for Gray and Leon. Shelly shows up and starts using her rock doll. Leon, basically, it looks like he's running away. He's about to get killed by Racer, and Leon starts talking shit and saying, oh, I figured out the trick to your magic. You're not actually fast, you're slowing everyone else down, but your magic has a range limit. And it basically what happened was Leon actually made him follow him outside of his range so that Gray could hit him with his ice magic. And he, like, pulls open his vest and there's a bomb attached, and he's like, I'm gonna kill you for Al-Qaeda! And Leon jumps on him and says, oh, no, you don't! And they fall down a cliff and the bomb explodes, and you're left to deal with the fact that Shelly's like, no, Leon! And, Leon is, for all intents and purposes, dead. Or, since Racer has fallen, Brain decides to wake up Midnight, his son, and put him into action. And that is how the episode wraps up. Okay, so let's go around the call and see what everybody thought of this episode. Kana, thumbs up or thumbs down?
I'd have to say thumbs up.
Lucy.
Sideways.
Jalal.
Up.
Loki.
Thumbs up.
Windy.
Thumbs up.
Charle.
Paul's up.
Elfman.
Thumbs up.
And Lisana.
Thumbs up.
So what is one thing you liked or didn't like about this episode? Kana.
I'd have to say the fight on motorcycles, but essentially.
Lucy.
I love the random fan service in the middle of fighting.
Well, that's the great thing about Hiro Mashima. He does fan service for everybody, girls and boys. More for the boys with all the sexy ladies, but every once in a while you get
boys.
but it's not just for the boys. So there you go. You get some male eye candy as well. Jalal.
I don't really know. I just liked it.
Okay. Loki.
Speed Racer.
Windy.
I love me some Gray and Leon.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Of course I do.
Charle.
I am all about Midnight.
Elfman.
Apparently she likes the black eye. Racing.
Shut up! Midnight is sexy and you know it.
I agree.
Okay, I think Racer just needs to chill a little bit, cool himself down.
Okay. And finally, Lisana.
Strip.
Alright, so in comparison to the anime, what do you think was better, anime or manga this week? Kana.
I like the anime I'm leaving. Even though I read the manga, it's just anime. I'm sorry.
Lucy.
Anime.
Stripping just doesn't seem the same in the manga.
No, it doesn't.
I need to see the movement. I need the clothes to fly off.
Jalal.
Manga.
Okay. Loki.
Anime.
Windy.
I want to say manga, but I gotta agree, the stripping is just better.
Yay!
Charle.
Anime, because the boys take it all off.
Oh, God. Elfman.
Anime.
Lisana.
Anime.
Alrighty. So that is going to wrap us up for the anime recap, and we are going to move on to Charle, who has some magical education for us.
Today on Charles' Magical Education, the mage is Nab. Nab has black hair cut in a bowl shape. He has white tribal marks on his face and is tall and muscular. After the Tenru Island arc, he looks about the same, but his hair is longer and he has become fat. Nab usually stands around the request board, but rarely ever takes a job. When asked why he does not take a job, he says that he is looking for a special request that only he will be able to do. When he is asked to go on a mission with someone else, he tells them no, and says that he would rather go on a mission by himself. Nab's clothes usually are tribal looking, but like everyone else in the guild, his clothing changes after the Tenru Island arc. He is now seen wearing clothes that are Indian style.
Yeah, it would be kind of weird if they just kept the same outfit for 7 years.
Yeah. His magic is Seath magic, and it is a caster and a holder type magic. Seath magic is also used by Bixlow, and this magic allows the user to seal souls into objects and manipulate them as needed. And that wraps it up for Charles' Magical Education. Going to hand it over to Elfman for Cooking with Elfman.
Today on Cooking with Elfman, I'm going to teach you how to make something from Earthbound here for the end. It is called the Peanut Cheese Bar. And yes, it's better than it sounds. First, you're going to need an 8x8 square spring-form or loose-bake cake tin, a whisk, 2 mixing bowls, grease-proof or baking paper, cling film or saran wrap, and rolling pin. For the cookie base, you're going to need 1 3/4 cups of flour, a half teaspoon of baking soda, half teaspoon of salt, half a cup of butter, softened, 3/4 cup of caster sugar or superfine sugar, 3/4 cup of soft brown sugar, a half teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 egg. For the chocolate, you need 1 cup of chocolate, a 1/4 cup of butter, and a 1/4 cup of crushed salted peanuts. And for the peanut cheese topping, you're going to need 1 cup of cream cheese, 2/3 cup of smooth peanut butter, 3/4 cup of icing or confectioner sugar, and a half a cup of whipped cream. Now, for making the base, prepare the tin by greasing it with a little butter and lining the base inside with grease-proof paper or baking parchment. Preheat the oven to 370 degrees Fahrenheit. In a large bowl, beat the butter, caster sugar, and brown sugar together until creamy. Slowly add the egg and continue to mix. Gradually sift the flour, baking soda, and salt, and mix well until a dough forms. If it's very soft, pop it in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Place the dough between 2 large sheets of cling film or saran wrap, and roll the dough out to roughly fit the base of your prepared tray. Transfer it to the tray and lightly press it in until the entire base is covered and even. Bake in the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes until the edges are golden brown. Leave it cool while you prepare the chocolate layer. For the chocolate layer, over a bain-marie, melt the chocolate with the butter until smooth and shiny. Allow the mixture to cool slightly. Once cooled, pour the chocolate over the cookie base and spread it out until even. Sprinkle over the crushed peanuts with the back of a spoon, gently press it into the chocolate. Place in the fridge to chill for around 30 minutes while I prepare the peanut cheese topping. Now for the topping itself, in a large bowl, gently mix it together with the cream cheese, smooth peanut butter, sugar, and cream. Once combined, whisk it until pale and fluffy, and spoon the peanut cheese mixture over the now chilled chocolate layer and smooth it out. Sprinkle on top a few more crushed salted peanuts if you like, and place in the fridge for several hours until firm and chilled. Once chilled, remove the combination from the tin carefully and cut it into bars. And that is it for Cooking with Elfman. I'm going to pass it on to Loki for Bartending with Loki.
This is Bartending with Loke. Hey, Kana, how have you been?
I've been better.
What are you drinking there?
Sadly, a Coke.
Coke. Well, then I have something better for you.
Do tell.
Yes. I've actually stumbled across a very interesting recipe. Do you know the Legend of Zelda?
Oh, do I ever.
Well, I have the drink for you. This is called the Legend of Zelda Cocktail. Ganandorf. Looks nice, doesn't it?
Yes,
To make-
it does.
Yes. To make this, you need 3 centiliters of black Sambuca, 2 centiliters of Myers rum, 1.5 centiliters Grand Mariner, 5 centiliters of apple juice, and you need a club soda, which we can use what you've been drinking. Basically, to make this, just shake all the ingredients up, except for the club soda, with ice, and pour it into an ice-filled glass, and fill it with club soda. What you get from this is, of course, Ganondorf's famous line. Pathetic little fool, you do realize who you are dealing with. I'm Ganondorf, and I will soon rule the world. Well, try that on for size, Kana, and see what you think.
Oh, I hope it tastes good. I would like maybe 30 of those tonight for my room, and for the room party, I think I'll let you join this time. Let's get Lucy up in there, Wendy again, and Charle. Maybe Joel.
Ooh.
Joel, you can come join the party.
I'm
As long as you're
game.
naked.
I don't know. I don't know.
Wait. Jalal naked?
That's all we got for Bartending with Loki. I'm going to throw it over to Lisana for Reedus Gallery.
Hello, and welcome to Reedus Gallery. For this week's entry, I've got a picture titled Fan Art, Erza Scarlet by Casalia. Help me.
It's done by Help Me.
Wow.
Casalin,
Casalin, okay. Yeah. Alright. So this picture, as the title says, is the picture of Erza, and it's her right in the middle of going from one battle outfit to another. Oh my gosh, look at the metal on this thing. Look at that.
I'm not concentrated on the metal right now.
Oh, shut up and stop interrupting.
It's shiny.
It's shiny. It's really shiny. That's really cool. I also really, really like kind of the effect she's doing with the armor, how it's almost kind of starting to melt over her. Or away, technically, if you think about it. But the metal looks really good, and I mean, the shading's actually really superb. My only little problem is the hair just a little bit in the back, because it kind of makes it look like she has, really short hair, and she's wearing some sort of, shawl, dark red shawl over her back. And then she's got that one awkward long thing going between her boobs. That's just me. I mean, maybe that's just me, but other than that, it's really good. I really like how, sharp it is, and the colors are really strong, and the metal looks like, metal. I mean, it looks really reflective. You can even see a little bit of that yellowish light reflecting off of them coming from the sky behind her. So, with that being said, I'm going to go around the table and ask everybody's opinions. Charle, thumbs up or thumbs down?
This picture is paws up all the way.
All right. Elfman?
Thumbs up.
Wendy?
Thumbs way up.
All right. And Lucy?
Thumbs up all the way.
Okay. Natsu?
Thumbs up.
All right. Jalal?
Up is muy bueno.
Kana?
Thumbs way up for that.
And Loki?
3 thumbs up.
Uh-huh. All right. Okay, what is one thing you disliked about this picture? Charle?
Oh, God. I love the effect, the way that the transition from one outfit to the other.
Anyways, Elfman?
There's too much. There's so much stuff I like. I like the fact that the glowing hair, it really makes her boobs stand out. It's saying, look here, you want to.
Look here.
I'm already looking.
Of course you are. Wendy?
Does everything count as an acceptable answer?
Yes.
Possible.
Yay! That's my answer.
All right. And Lucy?
I love the detail work on the metal. It's awesome. And it's shiny!
Alright, Natsu?
I agree. I love the ripple effect going on for the transition from one armor to the next.
Alright. Jalal?
I really like the background as well as the other stuff, and the differences between the armors. One shiny, one dull, kind of like battle worn going to angel effect in the sky.
Oh. Alright. Kana?
Oh, brilliant talkers there. I have to say everything for that.
Alright. And Loki?
Wow, there's nothing to dislike about this picture. I mean, everything's really good about it. Though if I could change one thing, is that she wouldn't be wearing other costumes under it when she transformed.
Pervert.
It's my job.
One word to describe this picture. Charle?
Sexy.
Elfman?
Charles, you're the kind of person that would scream Candlejack just to get some extra rope.
Oh, well, shit.
What?
That is.
I don't even know what that is.
Candlejack. Don't say, oh shit, you made me say it now.
Elfman?
Details.
Alright, Wendy?
Fantasticness.
Eda Lucy?
Realistic.
Natsu?
Candlejack. I mean, shiny.
Jalal?
Angelic.
Alright. Kana?
Shiny.
And Loki.
Titties!
Of course.
Candlejack.
With that wonderful feedback, I am going to wrap it up and hand it over to Natsu.
Alrighty, so yeah, that is going to wrap us up for all of our segments, and we are going to move on to fan mail. Alright, our one fan mail that we had today was from Yanot West, and he wanted to know, what is your favorite Dragon Slayer? Well, I'm Natsu, so I'm biased. So we'll just go ahead and ask the rest of the crew. Alright, here we go. Kana, favorite Dragon Slayer?
I'd actually have to say Wendy. You just don't expect it, and then she's just super badass from nowhere.
Okay. Eda Lucy?
Yeah, I'll go with Wendy.
Jalal?
I'm trying to remember his name, the black hair in the festival from Sabretooth. I think his name is Sting?
Yeah.
Sting.
Sting or Rogue? No, Rogue is the black hair. Sting
Rogue,
is the...
then. I get them mixed up because I'm like, which one's
Yeah.
which? They were introduced at the same time.
Okay. Loki?
I'm gonna have to say Sting.
Okay. Wendy?
My favorite is actually Gagio.
Okay. Charle?
Gagio.
Elfman?
Cobra.
Lisana?
Oh, come on. I think you already know who I'm going to say. Natsu?
Yay! And, yeah, I'm biased. I love me. Alright, so, that is going to wrap us up for fan mail, and we are going to move on to the manga recap.
Yay!
Alright, so this week's chapter is chapter 269, and it's called Vanish into the Stillness. And we start off first and foremost with a big color page with boobies!
Yay, boobies!
Making a lot of the guys happy.
Yay, crotch shots.
Old tier boobies.
Looks like the Grand Magic Games have finally gotten started.
And in the end, Jalal went ahead and joined the tournament anyway. That means there was no point of Fairy Tail risking themselves to meet with him beforehand.
Oh, come on. There was some point, wasn't there? At the very least for those two.
Sounds well. So the whole thing is, we find out that Fro is actually green, which of course that retarded-looking cat would look like it's completely sick. Just face it, Fro is completely batshit retarded.
Yeah. I'm a frog.
and this other cat here, I don't know who they think they are.
Looks like a fox.
One of their parents must have been a genius, and the other must have been a whore. Because you know what happens when you combine a whore and a genius? You get a fucking know-it-all. Then we have our adorable Panther Lily, Happy, and Charle.
Charle looks a little bit pink in this picture, doesn't she? Or is that just me?
Anyway, so then we can move on to Fairy Tale Team A. Blue Pegasus and Lamia Scale. I love that we're getting... why is the bunny bread thing back there blue?
I don't know.
Shelly, that's so cute.
So my next question is, why are we keeping Jiraiya in the manga? I mean, haven't we had enough ugly Easter bunnies for 1 year? Then we move on to Mermaid Heel, which is my favorite guild.
I like little, ginger.
Quattro Cerberus, Raventail. I like how Nard pudding is apparently pink.
He's strawberry flavored pudding.
Dude, that guy has the quadruple Jay Leno chin.
Yeah.
Then we've got Sabretooth, followed by Fairy Tale B-Team. I don't know where Lux has found that muscle shirt, but he's looking really ripped. Alrighty. Aiming to go from zero to hero, the curtain draws open to the fight for Fairy Tale's honor.
The Grand Magic Games have begun at last. Now I'm going to go over the rules again with everybody, so please pay attention. The participants are made up of 5-man teams from each guild.
Okay, Kana, this is your old lady dialogue here.
If she recovers, she should be able to take part in the main event.
But based on what poor Lucia-san said, I'm guessing there are going to be reserve members. I hope Wendy-san can join the event. There were 8 teams in all that made it through the preliminary event to enter the main part of the tournament. Our Fairy Tale makes up 2 of those teams. That's incredible. And the rest of the teams aren't really important, so I'm just going to skip over them so we can move on.
Is that really okay?
The tournament will take place over 5 days. This is the program.
Okay, day 1 is a hidden plus a battle. Day 2 through 4, we don't know what the special event is going to be, but we do know that the first 2 will follow a battle and then a tag battle afterwards. And then on day 5, it's going to be a great magic tournament.
Each day will consist of a contest part of the battle part. For the contest part, each team is free to choose their own participant out of their members. For the battle part, the event organizer will decide the participant using battle cards. Instead of ranking places, the points will be distributed based on who wins and who loses. At the end of the 5 days, the team with the most points will be the winner. Give them your best, Fairy Tale.
Will each team's participant for hidden please come forward?
Looks like it's time for me to go.
Do your best.
Don't you dare lose, damn it! Especially the Gashiel's team! Or Sabretooth! Or Raventail! Or...
The man's duty to win. Go do it, Gray.
We're finally ready to begin. I wonder what kind of contest Hidden will be. Yojima-san, is there anyone you should be looking out for?
Well, we all know Rufus-kun is a force to be reckoned with here. But I'm going to keep my eye on Grey-kun.
What about you, Jenny-san?
I'm all for Eve-kun. Of course, he's so strong.
I've got to tell you, I'm sorry, but I don't have any intent to lose here.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Sorry, but I'm going to be going full force as well. For Juvia.
Ignore him, or you'll catch his stupidity. By the way, this has been bothering me ever since the preliminaries. What the heck are you?
Exactly what I look like. I'm a pumpkin.
Huh? Was there something wrong with me asking?
It looks like a pumpkin to me, too.
Never mind.
We see it every year, so we didn't really notice.
I think it's probably part of the organizing.
Good work on your character design.
No. I had lots of fun doing it, so it was no problem. Pumpkin!
See, and that's where we find out where the Earth Elemental of the Elemental Four went. He's now the pumpkin.
Don't start overdoing your character now.
Excuse me just a moment, please. We still haven't been informed about what kind of contest we're going to be taking part in today. In fact, all of the contests are being kept secret. But regardless of what it might be, having two guildmates competing, Fairy Tale has a huge advantage, right?
What?
That's just how it goes. The fact that two teams from the same guild made it all the way to the finals is nothing short of amazing. Pumpkin?
I'm fine with that. A little tune from the banks of my memory. I guarantee that having two of you competing ultimately will not be what you'd call advantageous.
Makes no difference to me.
I think it's okay, too.
Impressive. So there's something behind this royal prince routine.
Your comrades can also become your weakness. Taking hostages, targets to threaten, interrogating for information. There's countless other ways enemies can use them to create an advantageous situation. You should remember that.
How could I forget?
Field open! Pumpkin!
Oh my god, Giant City!
What's that?
It's Tron!
No, it reminds me of Assassin's Creed.
Actually, it kind of reminds me of Twilight Princess.
It's building blocks.
Look! That mage is using Legos!
I agree with both.
Lego City!
Huh? A city?
It's huge.
Incredible!
What the heck is going on?
A whole city is popping up!
This is blowing my mind!
Creating an entire city? Just what kind of magic power would that take?
Transformers, mages in disguise. Right here.
Ah!
Oh my god, big city!
Juvia! Leon! Where is everyone else?
They've all vanished.
Are we playing hide and seek here?
Ooh, where should I hide?
This is weird. How are we gonna play hide and seek like this? After all, nobody's it.
Everyone in the stadium, you can keep track of everything happening inside the city with our Lacrima vision. The 8 participating competitors don't know the whereabouts of each other. The rules of Hidden are simple. All of you will be it, and be looking for each other mutually.
What did he say?
Find each other inside that city. You're free to use any magic you like. You just need to land one hit. If contact is made, a point is added to the attacker and taken from the victim. Damage doesn't matter.
Oh my god, mummy people!
What's happening?
You're being surrounded by you!
Like I said.
It's my worst nightmare.
Assassin's Creed.
Okay. It's the Animus!
Exactly, see?
Alright, moving on.
What the hell's going on here?
They've all got their faces.
Is it making your head spin?
This is gonna be tough.
These are copies of all of you. If you attack a copy by mistake, you will lose a point. Okay then, vanish into the stillness. Stalk like black cats under the shroud of night.
Gone!
Hidden has begun!
Damn, hidden or not. How the heck are you supposed to find your opponents in this?
Great Sama, so many great Sama. But this many of him, it should be fine to just take one for myself. Great Sama.
Look at this. Juvia has attacked a copy and lost 1 point. To handle this, we will wait 10 seconds, after which we will restart the game in a different area. If this happens to any other mages, we will do the same. Deduct 1 point, wait 10 seconds, and restart in a different area. That idiot.
This is probably not going to be easy for Juvia.
As long as time is left on the clock, the game can be repeated as many times as needed. The time limit is 30 minutes. The team with the most points wins.
The real challenge here isn't hiding. It's figuring out a way to find.
Whoever the Raventail person is.
Kana.
I think that's Kana.
Yeah, is that him the whole time?
Yeah.
Well. Now, if only you had grasped the rules a little bit earlier.
Who's there?
Raventail's Gnar pudding.
Well, it looks like you've got me here. Save me the trouble of finding you. Ice Hammer!
Whoa!
This is different than all the creation magic we've seen up till now.
This is the result of our training.
I believe this counts as a point. What? What's going on?
Too bad there. That was a copy.
What?
The real one was behind him?
Ah! Gray has attacked a copy and lost 1 point.
Shit. You got me. I get it. That's what he did. He carefully maneuvered with one of his copies close to his opponent. A plan like his is definitely an option. But as long as I can identify my opponent, I can score on them with a surprise attack. And as long as I act like a copy, they won't be able to identify me. So, this is hidden.
And he really does start blending in, but they show everybody on the screens.
Everyone is blended into the crowd.
How are they supposed to find anybody like this?
I'm so glad I didn't go. This would have been impossible for me.
All it takes is one mistake to give yourself away to your opponent.
Which one is the enemy? Which one is real?
Gray's son.
Found you.
Ah!
Gray!
How'd he know?
You went for me again?
Gray -2.
What's wrong with that,
Nar pudding. +1. To be continued in chapter 270, In a Night of Falling Stars. Alrighty, so yeah, that's going to wrap us up for the read-through, and we're going to go ahead and see what everybody thought of this particular chapter. So, thumbs up or thumbs down? Kana.
Sideways.
Edo Lucy.
Thumbs up.
Happy.
Up.
Loki.
Sideways.
Charle.
Up.
Elfman.
Up.
Jalal.
Up.
Wendy.
Thumbs up.
Alright, so what is one thing you liked or didn't like about this particular chapter? Kana.
Not enough fighting.
Edo Lucy.
I like how they made like the whole hide and seek thing different.
Happy.
So confusing.
Elfman.
I like the fact that someone actually guessed it was going to be something about hide and seek last time.
Jalal.
I liked how they kind of went into an Animus type phase of hide and seek.
Wendy.
I wanted an Easter egg hunt.
Alright, so what are your predictions for next week's chapter? Kana.
Epic battle.
Edo Lucy.
Gray gets the shit bait out of him again.
Happy.
Giant pumpkin eating grays and gnar puddings.
Loki.
I predict that we're going to see exactly why Nar Pudding was able to point Gray out of the bunch, and the pumpkin's going to come and devour everybody.
Charle.
I think Gray's actually going to get the hang of this game.
Okay. Elfman.
I think that, possibly Gray is going to get beaten to a bloody pulp, but he's going to eventually try and come back.
Okay. Jalal.
I think Nar Pudding's gonna be a bitch and keep doing that, and then Gray's gonna get the hang of it and go at least second or third in the game.
Alright, and finally Wendy.
Bitches are gonna be bitching and it's gonna be fucking awesome.
Alright, and last but not least, what did you guys think of this recap? Kana.
I'm gonna lose my voice from doing the manly man voice.
Okay. Edo Lucy.
It's so short as hell.
Happy.
Men.
Loki.
We didn't have that many screw-ups this time around.
No. Charle.
This is the fastest recap we've ever done. I like it.
Elfman.
I pooped today.
Jalal.
Pumpkins need to die.
Hey.
And Wendy.
I got to try a voice that I'm not used to using. I enjoyed that.
Okay. That is going to wrap us up for the manga recap and pretty much this episode of the podcast. And all that's left for us to do is to just name this fucked up episode. So, episode 33 should be called what? Kana.
Hunt for the penis and the magical unicorn.
Oh my god.
What?
Hide and seek gone horribly wrong.
Happy.
Who said hide and seek was for girls?
Loke.
Peekaboo, Nar Pudding sees you.
Charle.
Hide and seek, pumpkin style.
Elfman.
Man meat everywhere.
Jalal.
The Animus ain't for bitches.
Ha ha! Wendy.
Assassin's Creed Nazi puts the fear of God into its crew.
Okay. And I'm going with pumpkins shouldn't play children's games.
On motorcycles.
Alright, so yeah, that is going to wrap us up for this episode, and we are going to play through all the ways that you can get a hold of us. You can now find us on iTunes and Zune by searching for Fairy Tale Podcast, or if you're watching us on YouTube, check the links below.
You can visit our website, fairytalepodcast.wordpress.com, to download the latest episodes of the podcast, plus download and see images and recipes from our segments.
You can find us on YouTube by looking at Fairy Tale Podcast. All of our episodes are posted immediately as they are finished, along with all the interviews. And remember to like and favorite the videos, as well as spread the word.
Keep up to date on when the newest episodes and chapters come out, as well as chat with other fans of the podcast and the Fairy Tale community. Discuss all your latest obsessions, share news, and chat with the crew of the podcast. Also be sure to send us your AMVs to post as well as any cosplay images you have. Help our community of fans to grow.
Keep up to date with the latest news, podcast updates, con updates, and what's going on in the world of Fairy Tale by following us on Twitter at FairyTaleCast.
And every time we get another follower, we give Happy a fish.
Aye!
And don't forget, if you want to send us fan mail, send it to fairytalepodcast@gmail.com. Alrighty, remember you guys can help us out by going to that Konoha Corner website, konohacornerpodcast.webs.com, clicking on that little donation button where you can donate the monetary amount of your choice into Happy's little pouch. Alright, but while you're doing all of that, please don't forget the reason that we're here, and that of course is the Fairy Tale series. Help keep Hiro Mishima employed, and it's really, really simple to do. Just purchase the anime, manga, video games, and all the incredible swag that's out there. Show your support by being a fan, and remember, mages are so much cooler than internet pirates. Alright, I am Natsu Dragneel, and I am saying I'm sleepy.
I'm Connor, and I'm playing P60.
I'm Etta Lucy, and Natsu kind of scares me.
I'm Happy and hide and seek, please.
I'm Loki, and I'm playing hide and seek in the girls' locker room.
I'm Charle, and I just found out where you can shove turkey basters.
I am Elfman, and I'm running away from Charle now.
I'm Jalal, and I'm a level 15 Animus Master, bitch.
I'm Wendy, and I have a fucking test tomorrow.
Alright, so that is it for us. We are signing out. From our guild to yours, peace off.